Donkey Kong banana. Donkey Kong banana. Donkey Kong banana. Donkey Kong banana. Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong banana. Hello. What's up, my little relaxers? Happy Monday, everyone. Another scorching hot week is upon us. It's not even July. I'm complaining about the heat. I'm bitching and moaning and groaning about the heat. It's still freaking June. The freaking month of freaking June. It's just gonna get hotter. It's gonna get so dang warm. But that's the summer. That's what it does. I got a sunburn. I got a sunburn on top of my goofy bald head. Right on top of my bald melon head. There's a sunburn right there. I forgot. You gotta use that sunscreen in the summer. Why is it that the sun is out in the winter? You know what? I might have asked this before. And really, it's the kind of thing that could easily be solved with a Google search. Why is it the sun is out in the winter, and yet I only get sunburns in the summer? Hey Google, why do... Or actually, let's think of a different way to phrase this question. Why are you more likely to die on your birthday? Are you more likely to die on your birthday? Are a lot of people searching that? Why are you more likely to get a sunburn in the summer? The sun is there. It's the same sun. And here in California, in the winter, it's not like it's cloudy every day. Even in the winter, there's not a cloud in the sky. Let's see what we get. Can you say Nicholas the Goat?
Nicholas the Goat. Thanks for the $5, my man, in your fat Albert voice.
Nicholas the Goat, thanks for the $5, my man. In my fat Albert voice? Do I do a fat Albert voice? I don't know if I've done a fat Albert voice ever in my life. I don't know if I would say I'm a fan of Fat Albert. I don't know if I've watched Fat Albert episode 1. I don't know if I've sat through one full episode of that shiz. You're more likely to get a sunburn in the summer because the sun's ultraviolet UV radiation is strongest during this time of year. This is due to the sun's higher angle in the sky during summer, which allows its rays to pass through less of the atmosphere before reaching the Earth. Since the atmosphere absorbs some UV radiation, a more direct path leads to higher levels of UV radiation reaching the surface, increasing the risk of sunburn. What did I have to say? Nicholas the Goat, thanks for the $5, my man. But also, what does he sound like? Fat Albert. Today's stream is likely going to be very, very short. Because even though I don't know how this game is going to wrap up, I did look up how much time I have left. And I've got like maybe an hour. I've got like an hour left of this shit. Which is sad. Because I've been enjoying it. I've enjoyed it a great deal. Fat Albert versus Racist Punk.
The happier the home loan experience.
Hang on, wait for the ad to end. Skipping ad. Latino go home. Who says that? Nobody says Latino go home. His paintbrush looks like a rocket pop.
Maybe you'll like this better.
There's a racist bully. Blacks go home. Uh-oh, you don't want to say that.
You represent a hate group.
You represent a hate group. Let me speak my piece. Y'all represent a hate group. Nicholas the Goat, thanks for the $5, my man. Hey, hey, hey. It's me, Fat Albert.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do a Fat Albert. That's a black character. I'll get in trouble. People won't like it.
I'm gonna let you drip dry, fool.
I don't think I've ever watched this. I don't know I don't know if this is for me, this Fat Albert. I don't know if it's for me. I don't know if Fat Albert is going to win me over anytime soon. I don't know if I'm going to be a fan. But thank you for the super chat regardless. Like I said, probably a shorter stream today. I think I've got like an hour left in the classic game to a T, but let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. Although I guess if there's a stream in which we can waste time, it would be this one. Because we're going to wrap this up real quick-like. And then we'll have nothing else to do.
Hey, hey, hey! I'm Fat Albert. Nah, gonna have a good old time, son.
If I do that voice, it's going to rip up my throat. And we don't want that. Everybody, please bow your heads and clasp your hands. You don't have to close your eyes, but if you feel it helps, go for it. Dear Relaxus, please help to relax us. Help us to sit back, unwind, unstress, decompress, breathe easy, hang loose, cool off, loosen up, and simmer down. Please bless us with mellow moods and chill vibes as we hang out, shoot the shit, and just straight kick it. Give us the strength to ignore politics, drama, and the tragedies of our modern world, and grant us the serenity to forgive those on social media who post things that make us triggered, upset, and emotionally compromised, and as always, help me to wish harmony to those who wish harm on me. Amen. Let's finish off our prayer by doing some square breathing. This is when you inhale and outhale at similar intervals, and yes, I know I just said outhale. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth, and we're going to do a count of 8. If you can't breathe through your nose, using your mouth is fine, too. Where's that audio coming from? Hang on. Shush. Whoever is doing that, please shush. Steam? Is that coming from Steam? It is coming from Steam. Steam, you shush. I have to do my square breathing if you don't mind. Okay. Starting off in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once more in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Much better. Max is crazy? No, Max is not crazy. I was just hearing audio that you couldn't hear because my desktop audio was turned all the way down. That's what I stream for, is you people calling me crazy? You just couldn't... Steam was piping up with something. I was playing a video game trailer that you couldn't hear. I could hear it, you couldn't. Me hear it, not you. He's just average crazy? Okay, that's fine. You can say I'm average crazy. I'm not exceptionally crazy. I'm not crazier than I ever have been before. I haven't been accumulating craziness. I have been accumulating sunburn, though. When you're bald, and you've got a shaved head like me, you have to put sunscreen on the top of your head. Literally right on top of your big goofy melon head. I've been going out every day for a walk, like I always do. I go for a walk for like 30 minutes every morning around the block in my neighborhood, and I thought, well, you know, if I don't get a sunburn in one day, then I probably won't get a sunburn, right? But I think what was happening was every day my sunburn would accumulate a little bit more. And eventually, it started getting very severe, and I was like, why does my head hurt? How come the skin on top of my scalp hurts? And now I have to remember, it's summer now. The summer months are upon us. I gotta put that sunscreen on literally every day before I go out. Gotta get a hat? I don't want a hat, though. Too hot for a hat. A Day Like No Other, Chapter 8. This is probably the last chapter, I think. Understanding who, what, and why you are feels 100 times better than not knowing. I would say that's true. Get a Mario hat? But then people will think I am Mario. People will mistake me for Mario. Maybe my uncle is a fish. I've never seen an alien before. But what does correct mean? You must correct the child. Mr. Torrance, the child must be corrected. You have to correct him. Mr. Torrance. Ah, it's balloon number 8. I wouldn't be surprised to see balloons like this all over town. So then, my dad was an alien. This could actually be super cool, huh? Whether he was an alien or something else, well, you just said he just said he was an alien. I'm really glad I learned about him, or something else. You know he's an alien, though. You little shit. You little spoiled brat. Bow wow. Bow wow! Maybe if I studied, I could even speak the language from Bob's world. I don't understand what Bob was saying about correcting. But for the time being, I should probably go change and have breakfast. Remember from that anime, FLCL? Where the giant irons land on Earth and they're gonna smooth out all of Earth? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh, I was in high school when that came out. That was 1,000,000 years ago. What do you think about this, doggy? Doggy, you like what you see? In FLCL, there are these giant irons, like, you know, like you would use to iron clothes, like from an ironing board. And they're gonna, like, sweep out all over the Earth and turn it all to glass. And that was the reveal at the end of the show. Max is a verified Methuselah? What are you saying? You calling me old? Wasn't Methuselah like 900 years old or something? Is that the joke? That's gotta be the joke. That's me, I'm Methuselah. I get that biblical reference, young man. I know that one. I've heard that one. I'm familiar. Methuselah old. If me Methuselah, then me old. Me not want to be Methuselah. But there was a new FLCL that they made at one point, but I didn't watch that one. I kind of feel like I got my fix with the first one. I liked it a lot. I was a big fan of it. But everything old has to be new again, but not for me, potentially. Sometimes you can say no. Sometimes you can say, you know what, I got my fill the first time. I got my fill the first time, I don't need any more of that. I'm good on that. I don't know why I'm shaped like a T. Maybe 'cause my dad was an alien. Let's take this balloon for a ride. Hello, Bobby. Pardon the wait, let's continue.
Every time you mention being smooth brain, I just think of those irons smoothing the brain. Damn medical mechanica.
Imagine if I took off my skull cap and I took I took an iron, a burning hot iron, and I pressed it up to my brain and it went tss. Do you think that would hurt me? Do you think I would have to go to the hospital, or do you think I would be fine? I think I would be fine. I think that would be okay. I would go to the hospital and I would be like, I put a burning hot iron on my brain and I don't feel so good for some reason. I don't understand. That should be okay, right? I was just doing it to smooth out my brain, all those wrinkles. My brain was wrinkly, I had to smooth it out. In order to correct everyone, I came all the way here. And it is free. Don't worry, it is definitely not a scam. Huh? For free? There is no way that something free is not a scam. Hold on, that is not the point. Hey, Bob. Yeah, Mom? I'm sorry to interrupt your speech, but please get off the table. Although you may be floating, it's quite rude to be standing on it like that. I think that would be fine. If I was her, I would say that's fine. If you're floating, you're not touching it. And also, even if you weren't floating, you're a space obelisk. We can have an obelisk on the coffee table, right? Unless the bottom is really dirty. You guys think the bottom of that obelisk is dirty? Maybe. Maybe he walks around in all sorts of muck. I did not know that such behavior was impolite. Mom, is that important right now? Max G, you oaf. Manners are always important. I think it's very unmannerly to call me an oaf, as a matter of fact. Oh? An alien called me an oaf. I must apologize for getting onto the desk. I was far too excited. Still, I am growing weary of standing while telling you all this. Would you mind if I laid down while we continue? I wouldn't consider that terribly polite either, but it's fine. My mom's kind of bitchy today. Hey Mom, can you lighten up a little? Thank you, Max G's mom. That's what I call my mom. Ah, this table's height makes it a perfect pillow. Mom, can you lighten up a little? How perfectly pleasant. By the way, Bob, what did you mean when you said you came to correct us? I'm going to iron down your whole planet and make it flat. Turn you all into cubes. Huh? Apple is floaty? Max G's mom, would you mind if I borrow an apple from your kitchen? Go for it. This is what I mean by correct. He's gonna turn it into a cube, watch. Yep. Oh, they don't like that. That's bad news. Eh? Are you going to chop us up like that apple? Ah, sorry, not that. Let us use that unsightly spherical globe. Yes, here we are. It is perfect, if I do say so myself. And that doll, while we are at it. Everything must be cube. We must cubify everything. Mr. Torrance, we must correct everything into being cube. If it is not cube, it is imperfect, in need of correction. Ah, how truly beautiful. What? Stop it! Why are you doing this? Simply to erase the fact that something less than perfect was born from our perfect world. We aim to be perfect, no matter when or where we are. But my father is already gone. But you are still here. I was kind of hoping the final chapter would be me trying to find my father. And then maybe I could, like, reconcile with him at the end of the story, but I guess he actually is dead. The tea has died. The tea is not coming back. Eh? Anyway, I'm getting quite tired. Can we continue this conversation tomorrow? Wait a moment, Bob. Me, 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 me. Ugh, he is asleep already. Get cubed, dork? Yeah, the whole planet was about to be cubified. It's gonna be bad for all of us. Yeah, that's my... Oh! Never mind, sun coming up. Gah! Mom, I've been cubed. Oh my god, the son of a bitch didn't know I've been teed. We are the perfect shade. Now we get the T version of the theme song. I wonder if this is a nightmare I'm having. What's going on? What happened to me? No! I don't want to be a T for real. I was already T-posing. This is even worse. My giraffe friend is just a big obelisk. Goofball is a block. My mom is a block. Not you or F for ho. Over the rainbow. How I became the shape of a T. Maybe 'cause my mom fucked a T. After this stream, I'll never sing this song again. And you guys can hold me to that. I promise I'll never have this song stuck in my head anymore at all, ever again. At all. Ever. I know it's been a bit much with me in this song. Singing it every stream, even the streams in which I'm not playing it, not playing this game. I'm gonna shut it out of my brain. But it's just so catchy. I can't help it. I can't help myself. I don't know why I'm shaped like a T. Good morning, Max G. Thank you, Mommy. What's happening? I'm a T for real now. Finally happened. I suppose it was inevitable. Hey, Mom, what happened? Must have been Bob's doing. Yeah, I definitely think so. However, I haven't seen him anywhere. Eh? Do you know what to do in this kind of situation? Yeah, as a matter of fact, Mom, I don't. What do you know? What do you know? In times of crisis like this, you just have to keep going about your life as usual and stay calm. Mom, you're a genius. For now, how about you go wash your face? I don't have a fucking face! In case you haven't noticed. And maybe you'll think of a solution while you have breakfast. Why is this my responsibility? I didn't do this. I have to save the whole world? That falls on me? Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm caught up in this just like you are, Mommy. Time to wash my non-face. My smooth T surface. Press A to sync. I don't know where my face would be, but there are eye boogers, so that must be where my eyes are. That's so gross.
Hey, look, it's half of the Traveler's Tales logo.
You know what? Super Chatter, when you're right, you're right. That is correct. That is very much you know what I am is I'm the Christianity logo as well. What do they call that thing in Christianity? Their logo? You know that logo that they got? You know how Christians always have that T necklace that they're wearing? It's shaped like a T? I don't see the eye boogers, though. I really don't see anything. As a matter of, I just see yellow. Yes, I know it's called a crucifix, I know. I'm just joking. But can I even turn on my faucet like this? I used to have one. I used to have one of those necklaces. Well, let's give it a try. And I have to reach down. RB, use hand. No, I can't. Uh-oh. Right stick is arm. Right bumper. RB is right bumper. I can't do anything. Oh, like this. Okay, like this. Then I grab with bumper. I did it. It's a strange sensation. Alright, better clean off those eye boogers. I really wish the characters would stop saying that. A to check. And then L for head. Is there like a proper medical term that people could use for the nasty crust that they get in their eyes every morning? Is there a medical term for that? It definitely can't be eye boogers because I already hate the word booger, and so I don't want to say that. There's got to be a medical term for it. Just say eye crust? Well, that's probably what I would feel more likely to say, but the question is, what would a doctor say? And done. Looks the same, but okay. It's called Rheum, R-H-E-U-M. I don't know how to pronounce that. Rheum? Rayum? Maybe Rayum? I gunk? Yeah, you could say I gunk. I don't know what a doctor would say, though. Doctors gotta have their words for everything, don't they? Ah, that feels good. Thanks, goofball. If I went to a doctor... If I went to a doctor and I said, Doc, I have conjunctivitis, and I have all this stuff in my eyes, what is this stuff called? What would they say? They would have a word for me. I know they would. Doctors, I know your game. You got a word for everything, so you don't have to sound stupid. Breakfast time. And you know what? That's fine. I like that. I like that there's a good word for everything. There's a piece of medical jargon for everything. If I was talking to a doctor and he said eye crust, I'd be like, you should call it something else. That's unbecoming for a doctor. You're a medical doctor. You're a professional. Don't say gunk, don't say crust, don't say boogers, don't say any of that shit. What is King Pig doing today? Even the king himself is like Bob. What is this? What does this mean? Has even the cereal box changed? Oh, and squid ink milk today? Can't taste any good, right? Probably not, yeah. Speaking of which, how am I supposed to eat with this body? Bob was drinking coffee, but I don't even know where my mouth is. Since I used the faucet, I should be able to grab things. Well, I won't know until I try. Alright, let's eat. I don't know why. Wow, it's like a magnet. Yeah, it's like the Powerpuff Girls' arms. They got those sticky hands. They have no fingers, so things just stick to them. Ah. See you tomorrow, Your Highness. Feels like it's grabbing... Oop, don't spill, don't spill! Let's see if I can do it without spilling today. Nope. God.
A doctor would probably say you got the eye good. Son, that'll be $3,000.
They would charge me $3,000 of dollars. $3,000 of dollars USD. Oh my gosh, I'm getting an MRI soon. And I don't know what the copay is gonna look like, but it's... If there's a copay, it's gonna be brutal. I'm gonna guess that an MRI is a very expensive thing, but what can I do? I have to get it. Guys, please pray for my wallet. For now, I'll just try and hold the spoon up to where my mouth usually is. Like so? And then bite like that? Nom nom. Nom nom nom. I was talking on the phone with the people who work at my health insurance company, and I was talking about some of the charges that I have on my account. And I have to pay my monthly premium, or else they turn the service off, they turn my insurance off, and then I don't have it anymore. But I asked them, what about my copays? And she said, there's no time limit on that, but if a few months go by, it goes to collections, which I think means that they outsource it to a collection agency. Bethanuts Turdwell, thanks for gifting that sub. And then I thought to myself, a collection agency? Well, what are they gonna do? What would they do about me owing somebody money? Is that something I should worry about? If...
When you get the MRI done, you should be like, I got your copay right here, and then point to your big belly that you previously filled with quarters.
Okay. And then what happens? All of the metal in my belly from the quarters shorts out the machine? And the machine... like backfires and starts shooting out little bolts of electricity, and then I get superpowers. That's my superhero origin story. Of course, if I broke the machine, they'd probably make me pay for it, wouldn't they? And so that would be even more expensive. If my health insurance isn't at the risk of being turned off for not paying copays, then what incentive do I have to pay my copays at all? Maybe I should just ignore them? Maybe I should just be like, I don't need to pay that. I don't know. When I talked to the woman on the phone about it, she seemed to be of the opinion that there wasn't really going to be any negative consequence, but that can't possibly be true, right? Otherwise, nobody would ever pay their medical bills ever. But the thing that I'm worried about the most is my insurance being turned off. But they can't turn your insurance off for failing to pay your copays. They only turn your insurance off if you're not paying your premiums. I don't know. I don't know. Before I even try to describe how squid ink and bob-shaped cereal taste together, I can't explain what it feels like to eat and swallow cereal in this body. Honestly, this squid ink milk was not as bad as I thought. Well, I know they put it on pasta. I couldn't come up with any ideas in the end, but anyway, thanks for the food. Fried rice. Play all breakfast games. I got an achievement for that. Let's brush your teeth, Max G. Okay. It shows up on hard credit inquiries, which maybe might also mean it would affect my credit score. That would be bad. I think that would be bad. That could possibly be bad, yeah. That could potentially be bad. Unfortunately, I am getting used to this body. And I realize this body also has no teeth. But I still feel like I want to brush where my teeth were. For that refreshing feeling, you know? Bow wow. Alright, let's try it. I get the brush. Hold it over there for you, for Doggo. Doggo squishes the paste. Thank you, Goofball. Where would my mouth be? Much better. Now to rinse.
There we go.
No credit card, no credit score. Unfortunately, I do have credit cards. I do. I got them. I got them! I got a couple of them, baby. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. And they both have debt on them. Probably at least a couple thousand. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy! I've heard of some people getting, like, you know, 90K in credit card debt. I don't have anything like that. I don't have anything that bad. I may not have teeth to brush, but brushing is still refreshing. If you have, like, 90K in credit card debt, what the fuck do you do with that? Are you just, like, totally screwed over? Hey, Max G. We should look around the house for Bob. You go check the 2nd floor, and I'll check the 1st, okay? Of course I say that. I say that as I'm sitting here contemplating racking up medical debt and not paying it off. But if I can weasel out of paying off debt, then I will. Everybody would if they could, naturally. You file for bankruptcy? They call that Chapter 11. If you're reading a book and you get to the 11th chapter, it's all about being bankrupt. In literally every book that's ever been written. That's the rule. The fish are still fish, though. I was hoping that I would look at the fish and they would be little cubes. Everything else is cube. The fish are still in the shape of fish. I don't know why I'm shaped like a T. Maybe because I am a T. I thought he'd be here. Nope. Nothing here. Come to think of it, I don't have to worry about what to wear. So maybe I can go to the bathroom by myself? That's actually kind of amazing? To be honest, I'm a little lonely doing things on my own. By the way, how do I use the bathroom with this body? I have no clue. I guess I'll just have to try it out then. That's silly.
I don't know where my anus is. Mom, come help me find my anus! I need help, Mommy. I need help finding my anus. Help me press A to flush.
Whoa, I have no idea how to describe that. Sorry, I can't really explain it, but at least my toilet engagement went smoothly. You know what? It's okay if you don't want to explain. Taking a shit is the letter T. That's fine. I'm gonna say that's okay. Mom will be mad if I'm in here. My dog still has a butthole. I can see my dog's butthole, so maybe I have a butthole? Makes perfect sense. Ooh, on balcony? Ah, I finally found you. Good morning, Max G. Oh, what a nice shape. You look just like your father. Your mother has become quite beautiful, too. Oh, have I? My mom still got the haircut. They just took my mom's haircut and they put it on an obelisk. It's kind of funny. How come I don't have my haircut? Yesterday I fell asleep pretty early, right? I woke up in the middle of the night and I could not get back to sleep. I was pretty bored and had some time, so I tried correcting this town. It has turned out better than I expected. It is perfect. This isn't perfect at all. Hey, Max G! Want to go to school together? It's the bullies. It seems like something interesting is about to happen. Huh? School? Should I even be going to school like this? You shouldn't go to school naked. Because if at some point you turn back into being human, everybody at school is going to be naked all at once. And that's suboptimal. So I would throw a towel on or something. Or a dress. Not many articles of clothing would fit a tee. A dress or a skirt would work, I think. They came all this way to pick you up. You should go with them. Yeah, but won't people be surprised to see me like this? They met Bob yesterday. I'm sure they will understand, right? Mom, you are always so optimistic. I like this balcony. Well, bye. Of course, I used to be the only kid at school who was T-posing, and now I'm gonna be the only kid at school who's a literal T. Everyone else is all gonna be obelisk. Yep, all of them. I knew it. Ah, you're a T. Cool. So jealous. Goofball is also square. Still got that X on his ass. Wait there a second. We could put on a skirt. We could put on a towel. We could do something. You made everyone like you, Bob? I thought it was just us. Were you not listening? I made everyone in this town perfect. Hey, change us back. Yeah, I can do that at any time. But I'd really like to see what everyone in town thinks of this correction. I would like to ask what everyone thinks first. It won't be too late to change everyone back afterwards. That is a pretty interesting idea. I like it. Certainly. Certainly. Mom, are you serious? Mom being very lackadaisical about all this. Morning, Max G. T. So cool, T. Is that my new nickname? I'm T? I don't know. But I was surprised when I woke up. I suddenly looked like Bob. I couldn't help but scream. I was really surprised too. Me too, me too. It was quite disorienting. I cried so much, for real. However, after I calmed down a bit, I realized it could be a good thing. Yeah, I agree, totally. What? Yes, definitely, we need to hear more. You would be okay staying like this forever? I bet if you ask Bob, he can easily undo it. Exactly. You can't even ride your beloved bicycle like this. Yeah, but we are now floating, Max G. Bicycles are so yesterday. Maruo, you don't want to wear your favorite sneakers anymore either? Isn't it a pain to take them off and put them back on all the time? Huh, why is everyone so weirdly positive? That makes me think this might be a dream. This might just be a dream sequence. This all might be a nightmare. Could wake up at the end of it. Your reactions are all very interesting. To be honest, this is the first time I've corrected the inhabitants of another planet. That is why I really want to ask all kinds of people their thoughts on this perfection. I will definitely put everyone back to how they were before. Trust me, Max G. Sounds fair to me. I think that's good. I agree with Bob. Good idea. All right, everybody. Well then, let's head towards the station and talk with Giraffe and whoever else is around. Do not trust the block? You have to trust the block, though. We have no choice. He's just trying to help us. He's looking upon our meager, simple, undeveloped race of humanoids, and he sees us all as unevolved creatures that need perfecting. What if Zimmy Steph, thanks for that sub. Thanks for that sub. What if in like 5 million years,
Ribbit.
we've all evolved into cubes, and that's what we all look like? That could be our future for real. You never know. What on earth happened? There's no mention of anything in the 7-spot post yet. We are the perfect shape. This smells like a major case to me, President. Yeah, this could be a big payday so I can buy even more perfume. It's been a while, everyone. Oh, hey. How have you been, Fluffy Cutie? Ah! Amazing, incredible, superb! I can understand everything you say now. This, too, is all thanks to our perfect shapes. Whoever you want to talk to, you can communicate perfectly. Why did this all suddenly strike me as very funny? Oh, sometimes the nonsense all catches up to you all at once. I wonder if I'm the only one who has that experience. I wonder if that's something that other people get as well. When you're acclimated to something being very ridiculous, and then like in a split second, you're just like, wait a minute, this is all ridiculous. Does that happen to anyone else? Does that never happen to you guys? It happens to me. It happens to me all the time. Really? Isn't that too crazy? I see. If we can interview humans, we might be able to increase our reader base. Ladybug, that is a great thought. Why is everyone suddenly so positive?
Ribbit.
By the way, who are you? You don't seem like any other living thing on Earth. Could it be that you were the strange presence that the Fluffy Cutie was searching for? That's right. It must have been Bob. Oh, they're talking to him. He came from a different planet, thought they were talking about me. Huh? What? Wait a second, Cutie. That is a big scoop! Yay, this is what I was going for! It seems pretty lively over there, too. Bob, maybe we should go take a look. Something happening off in the distance? Yes, definitely. We need to hear more. Hey, Ladybug. If you would like to, can we chat more later, yeah? What are you sniffing, Poochie? Poochie, what are you sniffing? Can I jump? I can jump. I am the perfect shape. I am the perfect shape. All of my shop friends. Oh, Maruo. Maruo has also turned into a square. My signature ears are still there, but I'm a square now too. Z. Me 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 me. It doesn't seem that different to me, but what happened? No, you haven't simply become square. You are now the perfect shape. Did that refrigerator just talk? I am Bob. It's not too much trouble. I'd like to hear your impressions on being perfect so far. People often ask me the same question. Huh? Impressions? This is awesome. Yeah? I still have to work, but I don't have to change my clothes. I don't have to take a bath. I can walk without moving my legs. It's so convenient. Exactly. Because it is perfect, your body temperature is perfectly regulated. And there is no need to hide your perfect body under clothes. That's the problem. If everyone stops wearing clothes, we will be out of work. And we went through all the trouble of studying the human language just to set up our shops. Me 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 me. Luckily for me, some people's hair is still there at least. This is just a temporary correction. So some bits were left intact. You know what? I'm kind of being sold on this. I think Bob is making some good points. A world where everyone is cube. Would that be good? Yes, no, maybe? Could have upsides. I wonder if people would still get sick if we didn't have our meat and potatoes bodies. Maybe all of our illnesses would be gone. We wouldn't get sick. We wouldn't have to buy clothes. Wouldn't have to cover up our genitals that we don't have. No illnesses. No prejudice. Everyone looks the same. Although, I would imagine maybe sex would be a lot more boring. What is cube sex like? Is it any good? Just smacking our cubes together? Please don't worry, though. Once I have performed a proper correction, that will be gone, too. What? That's not good. Oh, he's the crab. You know what? I also thought of that at first, but maybe this is the perfect opportunity to create totally new fashion. When I thought about that, I started seeing things in a new light. What? I'm sorry? Oh, I see what you mean, Maruo. This could put us at the forefront of a fashion revolution. Yeah, I wonder why we, on the cutting edge of the fashion industry, were getting so complacent. Finally, my eyes have been opened, Maruo. I had never thought about it like that. Fantastic! Everyone is so positive that it's kinda creepy. Oh, I don't want this kind of popcorn anymore. It sounds like something is going on over there. People eating square popcorn? Bob, maybe we should go check that out? Yeah, you're right. So everyone, should we all get together later and talk about what's next? Okay. Gotcha. Sounds good. Cool. Later. Well, see you later then. How would cube sex work? Actually, like just slapping each other on the side? Yeah, you're just bumping cubes. I bump my cube into your cube. But also, that would be like... The real question would be, how would that be any functionally different from cube hugging or cube kissing? Like, if I saw my mom and I gave her a hug, would that be the same action? Would it effectively be the same action as cube sex? Because then maybe that's not a great idea. This way? You want me to follow you here? You got it, Poochie. Poochie, you got it. Maybe not so good. Maybe not so good to be cube. People love, like, the way that they can express themselves with what they wear so much. That's why we all wear such different clothing. And so if people all stopped wearing clothing, a lot of self-expression would go with it. Everything would look less unique. Everything would look a lot more bland and uniform. But I do like the idea... Oh yeah, square popcorn, I was right. I do like the idea of leaving our bodies behind and, like, evolving past them, evolving to something better. Not having these ghastly human bodies anymore. I could see the upsides to that. I want to make my usual popcorn, but I can only make cube-shaped popcorn that doesn't look tasty at all. What's more, when it pops, it is too heavy and falls straight down. Yeah. See?
Also, hey Max, it's
Hi.
been a while since I last caught one of your streams.
Hey, what's up?
I've been busy moving out on my own and starting a new job.
Yeah?
Hope you've been doing well.
I hope your new job is great and you can make a lot of money doing it. And I wish you the best. And thank you for the super chat, my friend. See? Wow, it looks like it looks like chunks of butter rather than popcorn. My ice cream is also shaped like a box. It isn't cute at all anymore. Is ice cream usually pretty cute? You know what? It is. So never mind. Ice cream is like the cutest food! What am I saying? Of course it is. Everyone knows ice cream is cute. And it's so heavy and rigid. I can't run a speed-eating challenge like this. I know. My sandwiches are just long blocks now. I know. My grilled corn also just turned into a giant rectangle. It doesn't look appetizing at all. That is true, it does not look very appetizing. I have been on Earth for a few weeks now, so I get it. Unfortunately, Earth's food isn't perfect, but it is quite delicious. However, my planet's perfect food never spoils. Huh? Wow. What? It tastes fresh no matter when you eat it. Therefore, there are no problems with food on our planet. And of course, the climate is also perfect. That's honestly kind of amazing. Not having to manage inventory might be nice. Is it possible the ice cream won't even melt? Of course, it will never melt. Food that never spoils, but in exchange, it's a lot less attractive. But also, if it's all in the form of blocks, it would be so much easier to store. It would stack on shelves, like, so damn easily. Be, like, perfectly satisfying to stack it up, yeah? This is like a Minecraft fever dream? Exactly. The perfect world. In the perfect world, everything is cube. I kinda get it. I'm kinda getting there. It might actually be superior to our imperfect world of lumpiness. I'm slowly getting there. That might be convenient, but I'm honestly not sure. Also, if you have a world where food never spoils, that might, like, put an end to, like, all hunger on Earth. Because then you could ship food literally anywhere, all over the globe, without having to worry about if it would spoil or not before it got there. Couldn't you end all hunger with that? Or maybe it would be more complicated than that. I don't know. Ice cream that doesn't melt and stays cold forever. Ice cream that you don't have to eat in a hurry. That would be great. Even if it's convenient, I don't need that kind of ice cream. I can't explain it well, but I think there's something more important than this perfection you're talking about. Oh. As expected of Giraffe, ever the wise one. Something more important than perfection. Is it the flavor? No, maybe the smell? This is deep. Hey, that's the first period bell. Even in this shape, I don't want to be late to class. I've already been late to school 12 times this year. Let's hurry. Oh, I just got hungry. Okay then, let's get to school. Egg time. Time to bite egg. Ow. Would perfect egg be in shape of cube as well? You can make cube-shaped eggs right now. I've seen people do it. Never tried it myself. No need for that, but... Giraffes, it was great to talk to you. Earth's food is truly amazing. I will think more about what you said. Something more important, huh? We should talk more next time. Actually, who are you? Who was that? Who? Alright, let's go to school. Can I still run? Do I have a run button? No, I get this is as fast as I can go. Okay. I don't wanna be late anymore. I don't wanna be late for school.
How do I get out of maze? I am stuck in maze. How do I get out of maze?
Is my dog stuck? I think my dog got stuck. Poochie, are you coming? Is he over there? No? Uh-oh. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Oh, there he is. Okay. I don't know why I'm in the shape of a T. If this is the last day that I can sing that song, before I have to give it up forever, I'm gonna have to get my fill. I will have to get my fill. I don't know why I'm in the shape of a T. Probably 'cause my mom got fucked by a T in the ass. Up the stairs? Yes? No? My mom got fucked in the ass by a T. Let me look at my map. Do I have a map? Nope, that's pause. There we go. Back down. Back down, then up, then right. Wombs are some sort of T-shaped? She got T-boned? Yeah, somebody already made that joke. We've already done that joke. My mom got T-boned. My mom got T-boned in the ass. Camera's not coming with us. That's bad. We're getting blurrier and blurrier. Oh, and now we're stuck. I guess we can't go that way. Why can't we go that way? You know what else is in the shape of a T? Upside down penis and balls? Penis penis with the balls on top? Wow, real mature. That's what I came up with? Real mature, Max. Great job. How old are you again? Imagine a dick with the balls on the top instead of underneath. You're welcome. That's it. Send tweet. Get on Twitter. Open Twitter. Imagine dick with balls on top and dick under bottom of balls. Send tweet. And send tweet. How the fuck do we get there? This map again! This way. This map is fucking nuts. I hate this map. I would love to recommend this game to like a child if you had kids. Like I have nieces and nephews. My sister has a big family. Balls like a hat of the peen. Also, here's to 16 months. Has it been 16 months already? No way. I would definitely, like, recommend this game to a child. It's very family friendly. It doesn't... This way? That's the one problem, is I don't think a kid would be able to navigate this weird fucky map. The camera in the overworld keeps like swinging around. And it's just so wonky to me. I've been playing video games with maps my whole life. I've never experienced anything like this. I don't think a kid would be able to do that. You know what? Just follow the dog. I can just follow the dog, right? Let me try just following the dog. I'm gonna follow the dog. I mean, that's what the dog is for. I'm getting that coin, though. Alright, we're here.
Thank you, Poochie. Thank you, Poochie. Thank you.
Snailella, Pengustav, do you see something? That's the turtle. Please tell Tortoison? Please tell, Tortoison. Hey, ninjas, what you doing? Ah, dog. Have you finally decided to join the ninja club? No, please give me a little more time. What is this ninja club? What do you mean, ninja club? But master, you've got other things to focus on. I agree. Look at what we have become. I can move so much faster, so I like this a lot. Moreover, thanks to my new look, nobody is surprised when a tree like me just walks around. Oh, you're a tree, are you? Okay. So what are you doing here? More ninja training? I have been interested in this school for a while. It's not something you want to hear an adult say.
I'm very interested in your school, but unfortunately I'm not allowed to come within 500 feet of it.
I'm trying to figure out if I can take advantage of this chaos and turn this place into a ninja school. Will our school become a ninja school? Not likely. Wait a second, are you a real ninja? That's right. The ninja lineage has passed down from generation to generation. Amazing. Aside from being an engineer, my second choice would be a ninja. I was thinking I may study as a ninja after I master dark magic. I have wanted to design ninja shoes since I was a kid. Ninja shoes? I was also into ninjas before I became punk. Well, let's meet up later and figure out this plan. Sounds good. Hey, I'm going to check on the situation at school, so give me a minute. Gracias. I'm glad there are people who want to join. See you later, ninjas. Thank you. This game has the most awkward dialogue. But it kind of adds to the wonky charm. A lot of anime are the same way, if I'm being real. There's a lot of anime out there with weird dialogue. Awkwardly written, awkwardly translated. Layers of awkward upon awkward upon awkward, but then it creates a final product that sounds very unique and sort of adds to the charm of it. Phew, I made it. I think we made it just in time. Yeah, you're on time. But that's not important right now. As you have likely noticed, everyone is a square now, right? All the students the same shape, and us teachers who cannot tell who is who? Yay, his hair is still there. Obviously, we are all confused. Oh, they all look like Bob. They've all got the Bob colors. Although, to be honest, I'm having a bit of fun with it. I agree, Miss Swan. I'm also enjoying this new experience. However, if this situation continues, I don't think we will know who is who. So would you like to exchange contact information just in case?
He's trying to score. He's looking to score, man.
She's trying to get his dingus wet. No thanks. Ooh, shut down. Miss Swan is cool. Miss Swan is super cool. Excuse me. Mr. Mushroom is something else. Ha. Bob, it's about time you change us back. I don't know of a student named Bob. Is this all you're doing? That's right. Isn't it amazing? As a science teacher, I'm so curious how you've done it. Oh, really? I am glad it seems you appreciate my work. No, Bob. Nobody said they liked what you have done. You promised, right? Hurry up and reverse it. On that note, why do you prefer your old shape? Huh? You might be bullied by the others again someday, you know? In fact, I wanted to ask you all something. Let me get a sip. Why were you bullying Max G before? Yeah, why were you doing that? You are asking us now? Even if you ask us that, I don't really know. Really? You were the ones bullying Max G, but you don't understand why you did so? I guess it was because Max G is different from the others. Huh. Like what? Well, he's like the shape of a T. Even with my perfect vision, I can't see any particular difference. Well, like how both of Max G's arms stick out all the time? Ah, so that is the only small difference. So because I am far more different, would I get bullied more? No. Well, that's... You see, Max G, nothing good will come from returning to your old shape. If everyone became the same perfect shape, bullying would surely stop. And the countless conflicts and wars of this tiny planet would disappear. It would surely become a peaceful and healthy world. Do you still want to go back to your old world? I am not sure. Our food spoils here. Even people who are the same fail to communicate with each other. And conflicts and wars never seem to end. Do we want to go back to a world full of such problems? I wonder if I'll get to choose. Maybe that's what I'm being set up for here, is the game is going to prompt me to be the one who decides. What should I choose? What would I choose? Even if you ask me such a big question, I don't know what to do. But then, isn't the bullying you just mentioned the same as how you treated my father? Why did my T-shaped father have to run away from your world if it was so perfect? That's because my father wasn't perfect, right? From an Earthling's point of view, Bob and my father are the same. That's not right, because I'm an Earthling and I can tell the difference between a T and an obelisk. They're not the same to me. I'm an Earthling and I can tell the difference, you fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. I have just turned 13 and I have so much to look forward to. Going out with my friends. All mocking me, making fun of me. Exploring the town. Going to shops together. Getting dressed up. And eating lots of ice cream. That's the best part. I love ice cream. I just want to enjoy an ordinary teenage life. I know I have to think about the world and the future, but I won't ever be this age again. Don't just take that away from me. That was not my intention. What exactly does perfect even mean? That's a good question. Why should we need to be perfect to stop all wars? You idiot. And even one person in a perfect world isn't perfectly happy. Can you still call that a perfect world? I think he laid out the advantages pretty clearly. It'd stop all the wars, ever. You dork. You dipshit dork. He just said. He just freaking said. Hey, Max G. That's my name, don't wear it out. Shall we talk for a moment, just the two of us? Okay. On a train? On a pram? Is a pram a train or a subway? What is a pram? I don't know what a pram is. Is it how they say subway in British? I think that's British for subway. Trains are neat, huh? I like them. I used to take the train every day when I was in college. And the subway. I took both. I may be floating, but somehow I can still feel these small vibrations. We do not have less than perfect vehicles like this on my world. Still boasting about perfection. A pram is a stroller? Not in British, it's not. Ah, we're at the station, or maybe it is. I enjoy watching the train. Yeah, but they can make a real fucking racket, unfortunately. Do you realize how many parts are needed to move even the door? It is impressive. Why do these characters not use contractions? They all talk like weird aliens, even the humans. Hey Bob, why do you want to talk? Why do you want us to talk alone? Just to continue ranting about perfection. Don't be so rude. There's a contraction. Don't. That's do and not. Contracted together. Don't be so rude. You're right. I'm sorry. There's another one. There's another one. It feels like I just gave a big lecture myself. So I am embarrassed. Could change that to so I'm embarrassed. No, Max G. Your words stirred something within this perfect body of mine. And what Giraffe said has not left my mind. Duh. I can't remember it exactly, but they were saying there's something more important than perfection. Ah, that's it. That it? That it. Does that say that it? That it? Why does that say that it? God. Do you think that's meant to say that's it? This fucking dialogue, man. This is the most awkward dialogue I've ever had to read aloud. It's throwing me for such a loop. It is funny, though. Ah, that's it. When I had just gotten to Earth, I was in an awful mood. Everything about Earth was just so messy. The sizes, the shapes, and colors of things were all so different and very confusing. If there's something more important than perfection, I wonder what it would be. What's more important than things being perfect? I feel like that wouldn't be true. Because a perfect world would contain all of the things that you would have to give up in order to achieve that perfection. Otherwise, it wouldn't be perfect by definition. Something to think about. And yet, I am starting to think that it is not all that bad. Is that right? What happened? Hey, listen to that sound. The door is closing. That is a good feeling. Oh, there's lyrics playing in the background. Look there at Maruo's shop. It's such a strange shape. It's so fun. The wind turbine stuck in the pond is also interesting, although I did cause that one. Thanks a lot. Is the contrast between the blue water and the red train not absolutely lovely? I like it. Even just looking at the city is enough to stave off boredom. However, on my planet, we are all the same. Everything is perfect in every way, so everything is perfectly the same. Makes you think. Lots of sparks coming off the train at the top there. Is a pram a stroller? We are arriving at the station near the coast. The dialogue is weirdly formal. Yeah, there's something... It's clunky. It's got a clunk to it. I don't know if it was written that way in its original Japanese or if it was translated that way. Remember, this is a Japanese game. And hey, in any case, isn't Earth's food the best? What is your favorite food on Earth so far? For now, definitely the grilled corn. Oh my god, I haven't had grilled corn in forever. I love it. I love corn. I like corn. When you cover it with soy sauce and butter, it is unbelievably delicious. I've never eaten it that way, not with soy sauce. Butter is good on everything, though. So while I was eating some grilled corn on the beach the other day, I couldn't help but ask myself, what kind of perfect are we looking for? After coming to Earth, I no longer understand the meaning of perfect. That perfect popcorn from earlier today was not tasty at all. You wouldn't call it perfect then, if it tastes worse. You could not properly call it perfect. It would be very imperfect. Something that is not, a food that is not tasty is a very imperfect food. So there you go. There is no point in trying to be perfect if we can't enjoy things like delicious food. Anyway. Slow zoom in on the cube, on the obelisk. Very dramatic. There is something I want to say to you, Max G. Something you wanted to say? Ah, I missed the door closing. That's his favorite part. Your planet must be corrected. To have my correction corrected. An imperfect correction must now be corrected. Ooh, the tunnel! I don't know why I'm shaped like a T, Mr. Torrance. Oh, back to normal. Bob, you changed me back. So I was not allowed to make the decision myself. That's fine. That's fine. Ow. Shall we get off here? Oh my god. My boiled eggs are perfect this week. How the fuck did I do that? They peeled so easily and they're soft on the inside, just like I like them. Holy fuck. I did it. The perfect boiled egg. My original shape really is better after all. Yeah, I agree. By the way, you mentioned you had something you wanted to say? To be honest, I am actually more like your father than you know. What's that mean? I am not perfect. You're also a T? He's also a T. What? Look closely, right here. This edge here is more round. Oh yeah. When I was younger, I was often bullied for it. It may be one of the reasons that even I have doubts about perfection. What? That is just your butt. All humans have round butts too. A butt? Oh, now we get to look at a bunch of children's butts. Just what I wanted. It's in my dog's asshole. The dog's asshole is fine. And my mom's butt! All characters shaking their butts. Thank you. Thank you, video game. Very good. Yeah, aren't they great butts? They are sometimes, when it's attached to a beautiful adult woman. Maybe not kids' butts. Or dog butts. Thanks, Max G. Oh my god, that's how it ends? No. No, don't... No! No, don't roll credits after all the characters shake their butts! Oh, they're rolling credits now? No, not now. That can't be the ending. I can choose my clothes? Oh, I can control it. Okay. I don't know about that ending, you guys. I'm not a fan of that. Everyone showing their butts? Oh no. Would that want to be the... Why would you want that to be the last impression that you give people? As all the characters showing their butts. Shape of a T. Never forget you're the perfect shape. At least we're back to the song, and the song is a... You know, the song was a strong point of this game, I think. I love this song. The song is great. Perfect shape. I love the song. I'm not afraid to be me. I don't know about that ending. I would have done something else. I would have had my dad show up again, or maybe I get to make the decision on if the Earth is gonna stay like that or not. I mean, really, the butt thing was problematic. Gotta have an ending better than that. Like, well, you know what? I'll wait. Maybe there will be like a post-credits thing, and that's it. That's what I'm waiting for. Bob leaves Earth, and there's like a tearful goodbye. That's gotta be it. Still got food in my teeth. You gave up Deltarune Chapter 4 to play this? So, I mean, I'll play that eventually. I have to finish up Chapter 3 first, certainly. The perfect shade. Afraid to be me. Max? Max, are you afraid to be yourself? I wonder if I'm afraid to be myself.
NGO with how the Dreamwidth was going in the beginning. I thought this game was gonna have a different directions. Def didn't think it ended on bots.
It took me on a wild ride. I remember early on when the bullies became my friends, I was like, oof. Oh, no, 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 there's more, there's more, we're good, there's more. I thought everyone would be stuck as square shapes forever. I'm glad we are back to how we were before. By the way... Whoop, didn't get to read that.
Hey Max, it's Jay.
Hey, what's up?
It was great watching you play, but
you.
I must speak for other Jays that we do not put out so easily.
Okay.
Also, this final song is cute.
Oh, Principal! Thank you for correcting me. I'm not sure what that's about, but okay. I remember when the story started, and I found out it was going to be about this kid and his struggle with what it's like to be stuck in that T-pose position. I was like, ooh, this is interesting. And, you know, he gets bullied for it, and I was like, you know, this could be like a very sad but also poignant story that turns uplifting in the end. But then the bullies became my friends, and I was like, that's bad, because that dissipates the conflict too early, and I didn't like that. And then there was a chapter where the dog goes on a little dog adventure, and I really didn't like that, because I was like, this is now trying too hard to be, like, quirky and cutesy, and I'm not about that. But then, the reveal that my dad was literally the letter T. And I really, really liked that. My dad is the letter T from another planet, where everybody is, you know, simple shapes. And I thought that was so cool. But what happens next? Let's see what happens next. Good morning. Woof woof. Bob is living with me. Ah, I am so sleepy. Yesterday was really tough. Yeah, it was interesting though. Bob decided to stay on Earth for a while. Yeah, Tongari and Mr. Mushroom said they want to learn about my planet's cutting-edge technology. Max, did you know you can't smell while you sleep? Yeah, there's a lot of things you can't do while you sleep. You can't smell, you can't see, you can't taste. You can't do a whole bunch of things while you sleep. Besides, I want to try some new foods. Hey Max G, let's get going. Morning Bob. Good morning Goofball. I am hungry. I want grilled corn. Covered in soy sauce and butter. Oi, hurry up Max G. Yeah, I'm coming. Just a moment. Everyone is waiting for me, so I have to go. Thank you very much for playing. See you later. Bye. Maybe this is the ending. Bye-bye. Woof woof. Let's say that this is the ending, maybe? Maybe I'm frustrated that the game was only ever concerned with being silly and quirky and wholesome, and I wanted the game to do something more poignant or more dramatic, and it didn't want to do that. It didn't want to go that route. It wanted to be smaller. It wanted to be more slice of life. But I need conflict. I need something really dramatic to happen. Hey, the dog is back and he waved at me. Except you guys didn't get to see that. That's it. Shoot. That's no good. No! No, I will be positive! That is great! It is a great game. I did enjoy it. It's a great game. I enjoyed it. I maybe would have changed some things. I don't like the butt ending. I wanted there to be more drama in some way. I wanted something more significant to happen. I did like the big reveal, though.
WTF did I just watch? A stream on the internet.
Yeah, I guess, you know, like I said, this was going to be a short stream. I knew that from the start. We've been going for an hour and a half. I don't know if that's going to be the shortest stream I've ever done or not, but what did I want? What did I want from this game? Just more drama? Something more significant to happen? Maybe not something action-y, but larger stakes. I do remember that big reveal. Getting the big reveal that my father was a literal T. I loved that. That was brilliant. I loved that moment, and I got to share it with all of you guys. Remember how exciting that was for all of us to find that out, that my dad was literally a T? That was great. I love that part. It didn't keep up that momentum to the end, unfortunately. And that final chapter, I think, was a little disappointing. Everybody turns into a shape. Everybody turns into a blocky shape. And then we go around talking to everybody, and nothing of any real consequence comes from it. But the chapter before that chapter was the one where I find out that my dad was a T at the end. So maybe what they needed to do was there either needed to be more chapters where we're all trying to navigate the world living as blocky shapes, or like I said earlier, maybe we should have, you know, my dad should have re-entered the picture. I don't know if it was necessary for him to die. He died. He went to heaven. I remember they showed angels taking him up to heaven. But was it necessary for him to die? Did he have to die? I don't know why they wanted to kill him off. But they did. They killed him off. I think it would have been better if he kind of like re-entered my life and I met him again. But they set it up. It's so weird. I didn't even realize that they were doing this. They set it up immediately from the beginning. I remember in like chapter 1, the first time I streamed it, the mom was like, "Oh, should I tell Max about his dad? How old should he be before I tell him about his dad?" I assumed at the time my dad was just like like he had, like there was just some kind of drama there, some kind of conflict there. I assumed he was human, but a drama human. A human with drama attached to him. I didn't think he would I didn't think he would be a T. I didn't see that coming, which is why I love the twist so much. Because it was a really good one. It was a twist I didn't see coming. You could have made a square breathing joke? Yeah, I could have. Thought maybe my dad was like just a normal guy, but he walked out on us because I was disabled. His wife gave birth to a disabled child, and he was like, "Oh, I can't be dealing with this," and he walked out of our lives, and that was going to be the drama, that was going to be the source of drama. Either that, or it was going to be... The source of drama was going to be me coping with having to have this disability and being bullied for it. But it wasn't that either. And so, at the end of all of it, what was the drama? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I know. And I know some people would pipe up and say, well, you know, Max, not every story needs drama. Not every story needs conflict. Unfortunately, even though that might technically be true, I might go so far as to say I personally have a hard time enjoying a story if there's not a conflict in there, and if the drama's not there for me. I don't know. Don't try to be perfect because no one is. That's a good lesson. I don't know if the game really imparted that lesson onto me, though. The drama was the friends we made along the way. The real question... This game hit really good highs for me, but I would also say that the lows went low. It was an uneven experience. And how does it all average out? Does it average out to being like totally even, like a perfect 5 out of 10, or did I like it more than that? Yeah, no, I did. I would say I liked it more than that. I'm sitting here talking about it. I'm still thinking about it. It's given me something to think about, which is why I'm sitting here talking about it instead of ending the stream. Really, what I should ask myself is how would I rate it if I had to rate it out of 10? So many good parts that I really, really enjoyed. Other parts I didn't like as much. The ending, didn't like. The chapter with the dog, didn't like. Too silly, too quirky. Too heckin' quirky chungus. But I wouldn't average it out to a 5. I might give it a 6.5 or a 7. And that's not too bad. That's not bad, right? I'll give it a 7 out of 10. How's that sound? The game is a 7 out of 10. But you know what? It does have that great song. I love that song. I've had that song stuck in my head for like a week and a half now. I don't know why I'm shaped like a T. Never forget you're the perfect shape. I'll never forget that song. I'll have that song stuck in my head for the rest of my life, maybe. That song is great. It had great music. It had great visuals. Aesthetically, very pleasing. Dialogue was wonky, but I added to the charm. I would say that primarily what I had a problem with was some of the decisions they made with the story. There were a few parts of that story that were great, and there were a few parts of that story that were not great. That were, I dare say, even disappointing. But that's to a T, everyone. And this is going to be our shortest stream ever, but you know what that means. It means I get to go to bed early tonight. And I have plenty of time to make dinner. Unless we want to do something else, but I don't know what else we could do or would do. I don't want to play Cruelty Squad right now. I'm not in the mood for it. And I have more Deltarune to play, but I think I'm going to be doing that on Saturday nights. And I'm also not in the mood for that. I could play Balatro. You guys would hate me. Expedition 33? I don't even have that on Steam anymore. I have that uninstalled. That's uninstalled now. Uninstalled it. And I don't think you guys want to watch me play Balatro anymore. If I recall, you guys were getting sick of that back when I was streaming Balatro. So I'll just get out of your hair, and you know what that means. It means it's time to wind things down. That's to a T, everyone. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We had a few good laughs, my friends. I was shaped like a T. And although now the fun must end, I hope you see my mom fucked a T. You're all my neighbors and allies, and though it's time to part, as we traverse through lows and highs, I'll keep you all inside my heart. Sorry that it's time to go, but we can still share one more song. It's because I love you so that it hurts to say so long. Red and yellow, black and white, you're all precious in my sight, but it's time for us to say so long. I don't know why I'm shaped like a T. Never forget you're the perfect shape. I wonder how long I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. What am I gonna have to do to get that song out of my head? I swore, you know what? I'm never singing it again on this stream. I can't, because you guys are getting annoyed. I did swear that. I said, you know what? No more. And I mean it. I'm gonna stick by that. From now on, if you guys hear me hum that tune, drop a piano on my head. Do it. You can drop a piano on my head. Clobber me on the noggin with a rolling pin. Push me down a flight of stairs. Kick me in the balls. Whatever you want. I will allow it. I'm inviting it. I will allow it. I won't do the whole post-amble. I'll just say, you know what? That's gonna be it for me, folks. I'll see you on Wednesday. We're playing a horror game that literally everyone else is streaming right now. All the streamers are playing it. All the Let's Players are playing it. And I'm going to be taking a shot at it myself. Any skip super chats? Probably not. I wasn't going for very long. Nope, we're good. Yeah, that's it. And thanks to everyone who joined us for this stream. Thank you so much for inviting me into your home and allowing me to spend the afternoon with you. It's been an honor and a privilege. And remember, I am close personal friends with each and every one of you. So long.